Okay, so I've been doing my own research. I've also seen that most people want me to go to the park. I still don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but, I'm gonna do it. I know it's stupid, and I know I probably shouldn't go, especially after all those stories I've read and after what I've experienced. I know that if I pull off this mission, there will likely be major consequences for my actions. This is going to be a pretty long journey. Okay, so before we begin, if you want to understand everything that's going on, please read my last entry. Go read the stories I've mentioned there. That said, if you have read or listened to everything I've asked for so far, good for you. You're caught up with me. So let's get going. I woke up with an uneasy feeling, knowing that today was the day that I went to Disneyland to find and try to reveal Disney's secrets. I know it won't be easy, though. But I booked a hotel at the park, and before you ask, yes, I'm going to stay at the park. I know, even more insane, but somehow, I don't know why, but I feel like I must do this. I have to. Now, truthfully, I want to. I want to because I want to find out what the fuck is really going on, and to find out what Disney is hiding. I need the truth. I packed what I thought was necessary. The camera, water, my phone, and a flashlight. I grabbed my keys and was on my way to Disneyland. The drive there was very overwhelming. I mean, after reading all that and thinking if I would see something horrible like what those people saw, it was terrifying. But hey, at least I had an idea of what to expect. I made it to Disneyland, paid for my entrance, and headed to my hotel to drop off my stuff. I'll spare you the details, but just know that I made it safely and was prepared for the worst. My plan was set. I would go to where the first story took place, which was in Mickey's Toontown, and look for the green door that kid saw. Then I would go to where the second story took place, the ride, The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. After all, I had to make sure it was all real before doing something inhumane. See, originally that's all I was going to do. Check out those places, see if the stories were true, but then I decided to try to find more of those doors. I mean, if there were 2 secret doors, there would definitely have to be more of them. Right? I'm not sure what drives me to be doing this, but I just really want to know what's going on. I want to see what those people saw that made them go missing. Find out the truth. I started heading to Toontown, and being there, I mean, at the park, it just felt horrible. I mean, after the magic of the so-called happiest place on Earth is ruined for you, you can't see it like you always saw it when you were a child. The magic is just gone. It feels unsafe being there, knowing the real, dark truth. Now that I think of it, I think when Disney promotes their park by saying, happiest place on Earth, like in the commercials, it's a way to cover up the evil within it. All the princess and magic stories that they own covers the evil lurking within Disney itself. I mean, after all, who would expect something so childlike and family-friendly and magical to be hiding something sinister and evil? You know? I mean, nobody would expect it. It would be, and is, very well hidden. Just take a moment and think about it. I mean, how would a very powerful, huge company not be hiding secrets or tricks up their sleeves? It's bullshit. It's very highly unlikely. Disney is hiding something very dark and sinister. But that's a different story. Anyways, as I got to Toontown, I started searching for the door, trying not to make it obvious that I was looking for something. And for the first 10 minutes, I couldn't really find anything. But as I reached the roller coaster in the corner of Toontown, I found it. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I was in shock. It was true. A green, old, rusted door with chains hanging from its sides, standing there. It was very well hidden, since it seemed to be painted around it, as if it was trying to be hidden from the public. I was scared, but I had to see what was inside. I wasn't going to go inside. I just needed to take a peek inside the room. Snapped a picture of the door from where I was standing, and started making my way towards it when I was sure that nobody was around. I tried opening the door, but it wouldn't budge. Shocker. It didn't open, though, until the third time, when I pulled extra hard on it. I peeked inside and turned on my flashlight. And as I was shining my flashlight around the room, I saw it. A stairway leading down to a sort of basement. A foul odor then hit my nostrils seconds later. Fuck. I whispered to myself while trying my best not to puke. Before I closed the door, I saw something from the corner of my eye. There, in the bottom of the stairway, peeking from the corner of the stairs, was a round eye staring at me. Above the eye was a black, round, huge ripped ear. I instantly recognized what, or who it was. It was him. The real him. Mickey Mouse. I was frozen and terrified. I could hear my heart beating in my ears. A minute passed and I'm still having an eye contest with this thing, when all of a sudden, it blurts out one simple word. Hi. And as soon as I hear that one word, my senses come back to me. Nope, fuck that, not today, I said to myself as I shut the door closed behind me. I walked back to my hotel room as fast as possible, and when I got there, I felt dizzy and stumbled onto my bed. I was sweating and shaking so much. I mean, it was expected that I would see something like that at one point, but I didn't think it would be that terrifying, since I had prepared for the worst. I took a moment to gather my thoughts, got up, and locked my hotel door. I took a glance to my checklist sitting on my table, grabbed a pen, and crossed out Mickey's Toontown from the list. And the next stop? Well, the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh, of course. Fuck. I am in for a ride, I whispered to myself.